I'm going to look at some notes here, and basically what this video is for is I'm going to explain what I did last night on November the 10th, 2017. I made 3 different videos, and they're already waiting to be just okayed. I've already had them up for like 4 or 5 hours, but I just wanted to figure out how to kind of present them because they're completely in the dark. So I thought I'd give you kind of a breakdown of each one. So this video, hopefully I'm going to try to fly through it a little bit. Let me just see if I can find my glasses. Alrighty, I'm back. Do this. Yeah, that's helpful. Okay, make sure I'm trying to look through the right ones. Maybe I'll hold it closer here. Peekaboo. Okay, so November 11th, 2017, video upload detail notes. Edited notes as I listened to it the next day. So this stuff all went down last night. This was about the 25-minute tape video. The tape recorder just sat on the hood of the car, I believe, the whole time, and just timed out at 25 minutes. When I'm not close, when I wasn't close, the loud pinging and such on the car it's not raining. I had no clue that was happening when I was away, so I'm wondering if it was ting, ting on the car. Sorry, I haven't even looked at you. So make sure you just kind of look into that yourself. And I'm still trying to figure out where I am. It's a trifocal, right? Yeah, and that pinging and such, and then the cricket sticks. I think I talk about that in here. The cricket sticks, I can just always imagine something like this. It's not cricket. That is not cricket sound, and that is multiple times I telling you that it's happening with me and has happened with me. And the very first times it was happening, I was realizing in that moment, hey, you guys are making that noise. And since then, that noise has been just a widespread noise. And I don't think I registered it ever like that. I registered frog similarity noises, but never so much similar to a cricket in a way. And now this is spreading that sound they use, and I call it cricket sticks. Okay, so when and there was raining out, so the pinging on the car. Another note, dogs to the left. That's new interactionness. Interactiveness is how I wrote the word, so I just really wanted to kind of, because there was 1 or 2 noises once that I heard it from a dog way off that way. Remember, I'm doing straight off of my car this way in these videos. And so we're all listening to noise that's just 100 feet in front of us here. And within 20 feet of the side is bush that continues down that road. And then it's just a 1-lane gravel road, and then little ditch on either side, and then you got a hedge of just weeds and stuff, and then a big cleared field off, acres and acres and acres of just like a hay field there. So just to bring you into that, and that's where I'm sitting many nights. Tonight I won't be there, but yeah, so off to the right there, last night there was a good 3 or 4 different dogs, maybe even more, because I got one video that's I'm uploading that's going to be called it's going to have hell in the name. I can't remember. Dogs of Hell? Something like that. I can't remember. Sorry. I think I wrote it down in here. Yeah, I did. Hounds from Hell. Call. Something like that will be in the title. Anyways, these guys, they were the ones who were doing that noise, I believe. Because I couldn't make it out so well when I was standing there just listening with my ears. It didn't do as well as the video, but on the one video I'm getting way far tracked here, so I better get back onto my thing, so, because I talk about that again. I gotta do, okay, tonight, loud bass. Okay, so also it seemed like there was a big male around there where the bass that this male was coming up with and stuff, and his aggressiveness, just pay attention to that. Puzzled. I was a little bit puzzled with my foot traffic a couple of times when I was walking away from it and stuff. Kind of like I'm thinking that I can hear myself whistling and stuff way off down there. But I am using my fancier camera, my better camera. Right? And, so I had it sitting on my head very level like that. And, and that's like 4 foot-ish off the ground, maybe, not even. And pointing in the direction I went. And many of the noises I'm making with my mouth, obviously I'm pointing in that direction, because that's the way I'm trying to get their attention. But sometimes I turn and I'm sideways, so you can be picking up my noise this way. But man, I was just on the shoes a couple of times. It's not like I can listen to this stuff too much, because when I do listen to it, I listen to it with earplugs that are in there very good. And, it's, it's a little bit, it's really rough on my head. And whatever I was going to say there. It's a lot of work, pretty intense. You struggle through it, and then when my talking is so loud into the camera, because I'm so close, then it's bam. Because I have to have the, you just want the highest level of sound so you can pick up. Oh yeah, because especially when you hear the hellhounds. Anyways, you want the volume very loud. So I was puzzled, blah blah blah. Accomplishments. So I wanted to think about the accomplishments in this video. Or in this section of videos. I do a snapping and patting my leg interaction that goes awesomely well. Many vocal interactions throughout the valleys are interacting with me. I know these things. I can figure to some degree the ones that are and not. And you get to listen to this yourself and decide these things in part. Because you don't get to see me with my body language and such like that. You get to hear a certain amount of sound language, okay? And English language, when I'm communicating out words and stuff, you'll be able to do your figurings on that and stuff. So it's really like, don't try to doubt me so much. It's more like stimulate your mind here and let this just be something. Let it be my own story if you have to. Let me start to try to trust, though. It's not just my story. I'm just one of the guys reading the storybook, I guess. Also, I say, I know they come closer in the appearances of the sound distance. Okay. So I'm saying I know they're coming closer. They're actually closer than the sound that they make. So be really aware of that. Like, you could think that something's, it sounds like he's 10 feet back in there. And he's actually much closer than that. Maybe even further. But generally what you have to be somewhat in awareness of, a clueness, like understanding, is where they are with you, because everybody who's gone missing by these creatures, if that is going on, anybody who has gone missing by them at the hands of these creatures comes into contact with them at one point. Their hands of these creatures come in contact with us humans. And if this has happened, then that human, something goes on there. So they have a battle, I think, and a figuring of that safety zone. They really do. And they don't like to at all take a chance that a human, is going to put out a squeak or anything. I'm thinking that's really a big thing about them, that they don't want to do that. So give off a presence of your strength in there. You get what I'm saying? Hearing cricket sticks. Okay. Yeah, throughout these videos, you just listen. I'm giving it a 5-star on the cricket sticks. Like, that tells me right there that it's our guys. So let me run through number 2 and 3. Number 2, part 2, and it'll have whatever name. Bigfoot barks. Oh yeah, I was doing some interacting yelps. I do some good interacting yelps. Lots more crickets going on here, which I'm calling a bit of a communication technique in here. It's their way of sampling things, like I'm using yelping, barking, words, noises. I might even choose to stuff the ground. And I'm doing things as interaction. Do they know if I'm always interacting with them or not, or what level I am? That's part of the game that they play with me. 22 at number 2, part 2 at 222. Music in the background starts. That's right. So there's music in the valley. Seems like there's a band on the other side of the valley, back on that other side if you've seen the day video, and the music comes this way. So it's kind of entertaining. At 3 minutes, I started your bark. Okay, so I change up on my aggressiveness. It sounds like at 4:20. Boy sounds worked up. Oh, the boys sound worked up. So the Bigfoot guys are sounding a little, they're getting a little in their barking and stuff. And this is part 2. 5:20, hand speaking with use of noise in my gestures. 5:20, hand speak. Oh, so I do a lot of hand speaking, and some of my different hand gestures going on, and noise things going on. Oh yeah, at 7:20 on part number 2. At 7:20, I do the midnight call. It's almost like I fluke out, and at 7:40 on the next video, the hounds from hell go off, and it's like at 7:20 on this one, I say something about, I better get to bed because it's going to be midnight soon. I'm kind of making a werewolf kind of joke, right? And at 7:40 on the next video, hounds from hell. So this one, part 3, that's the hounds from hell video. Bigfoot in the dark are acting up a bit. Okay, yeah, they get quiet. That's why I turned on the video. I was heading to bed, and I thought, hey, what's going on here? So I finally got to it, and I got a little tail end. It was going on for 30 seconds before that, and they were, until I turn on my stuff. Sometimes it can make an adjustment. I was thinking bed, yeah, okay. Hear the crickets, yeah, at 4 o'clock, the time 4 minutes, I walk to closer. Oh, yeah. I can't remember if I'd taken the camera with me or not, but I decide I go up into their calling zone. I go up, you'll hear me. I do a soft yelp thing we hear at 5:12, we get to hear this really nice soft yelp. Please listen for that one. 5:12, part 3. Give me a thumbs up on that one, please. At 6, I go closer again, minutes. Still hearing close yelps, crickets in that time. 7:40, hounds from hell call. It only lasts, and it's very distant, so have that volume where you can hear it tight. You want the headphones on. And I right at the end there, I guess I'm doing snapping at my fingers. Oh yeah, I'm trying to do a little bit of the guys that were off to the right started carrying on a little bit more, and this is when they, it was 4 or however many are going there. There's good 3 or 4. It had been 4 at least. Anyways, and then that's when I'm trying to, how I shut down a dog. Any dog that's making noise, I first am trying to shut them down with my hand gestures and stuff. These guys are playing a game like their dog, so I'm just doing that. I'm just treating them like that. I'm not trying to insult them as a being, but they are pretending they're a dog. Hopefully you get that. Snap fingers are using Indigo. Oh yeah. And here it says, all amongst the rock band close by in the valley. So, peace out. Hopefully 15 minutes you get that explanation for all those videos. Man, that's a lot of work. Thanks for tuning in and enjoying if you like.